いったぜ。
Krazy with a K sums things up rather well. A cross between mech sim and first-person shooter, Krazy Ivan is a worthwhile purchase for fans of both genres. It doesn't excel in any particular way, but there's very little the game gets blatantly wrong. Jumping into combat, the first thing players are likely to notice is just how open the game feels. Environments are large, spanning kilometers in every direction across varied terrain. You can explore the levels, engaging in skirmishes with smaller enemies to increase your score or obtain power-up items. The goal of the game, however, is to find and eliminate specific targets. These targets all operate uniquely, varying between biped and quadruped, flying and terrestrial. Each target is like a mini-boss, requiring some memorization and strategy to defeat. Once all targets in a level have been eliminated, players are called to destroy the area's generator. This sequence repeats for every stage, with the only real variation being the targets and terrain. The terrain, though technically impressive, matters little when in combat. The level design is more of an afterthought, aside from the specific arenas in which you face your targets. Players are scored on a variety of criteria, including playtime and humans rescued from downed enemies. Krazy Ivan is structured similarly to an arcade game, with score being the main draw for repeat playthroughs. Though the different bosses do require some strategy, Krazy Ivan almost always boils down to circle strafing. Time taken and points acquired then present the only real reason to practice and replay the game. Score also has a practical effect, serving as currency for upgrades between stages. Builds are also meant to be experimented with, finding the optimal upgrade pattern for battling the different targets. Though the upgrade system will ring familiar for mech fans, the combat probably won't. Ivan doesn't exchange fire from any meaningful distance, nor must he examine landscape to plan his assault. Krazy Ivan's default controls are almost comical, though there are alternative schemes closer to contemporary shooter fare. While circle strafing comes into play quite a bit, Ivan cannot continually strafe and rather must continually sidestep. Aiming requires adjustment via buttons, usually Y and C, leading to less than precise aiming. Most enemies are large and slow enough for the slow controls to be inconsequential, though wasting precious missiles on thin air will no doubt frustrate players for their first few run-throughs.
このアリーナの敵のコードネームはラプトル。ずる賢いから背後に気をつけてね。でも見た目ほどは強くないはずよ。
Krazy Ivan is an FMV-era game, mixing real actors with CG backdrops. These sequences are usually quite funny and do a good job of showing the dynamics of this crackpot rogue outfit. Krazy Ivan hardly takes itself seriously, and it's all the more enjoyable because of it. FMVs are also woven in-game with your navigator giving you a heads up on target enemies. Krazy Ivan boasts some memorable, if not dated, polygonal constructions. The game's draw distance is low, and the awkward framing cuts off some of your mech's weapons. However, with the smooth animation and complex, well-animated models, you'll hardly notice these blemishes after a few minutes of play. Krazy Ivan effectively creates the illusion of a desolate, barren war zone fraught with deadly enemies, though the game only runs as smoothly as it does thanks to near constant pop-in and low draw distance. A final note on the game's presentation, Krazy Ivan's Techno Soundtrack is a real treat. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but it works well in the future war setting. Krazy Ivan is a short game. It's a blend of the FPS and mech genres, though fans of arcade shooters are likely to get the most mileage. The boss rush style gameplay is addictive and rewarding, beckoning repeat playthroughs to experiment with new builds and higher difficulties. Straightforward as it may be, Krazy Ivan is anything but bland. It's hard not to grin when the techno soundtrack erupts and mechanical monstrosities crumbling before you in a cloud of dust and flame.